doing StreamYard. If I do, yeah, this shit, that dumb shit. I'll do this shit.
We got the development work.
So what?
It's a
Hey, shalom, shalom.
shalom.
All right, first and foremost, before we get started, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Shakadash. All right, double honors as always to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who do well and taught us this truth. Peace, much love, and salutation as always to the elect. All right, brothers out here in Great Millstone National, just a quick little in transit. All right, impromptu for the spirit of probably how about Shema Shai. And as always, Lord's will to be edifying to the elect. We're just going to open up with this precept. Like I said, Lord's will is edifying.
Revelations chapter 3, verse 10 to 11. Because, and this is in red.
Yeah.
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right, so that hour of temptation, speaking on, it's essentially that time that we're going to be tried, all right, and tempted with that MOTB, all right, the mark of the beast that's written up in the scriptures, all right, Revelation, the 13th chapter, starting at the 16th verse, all right, off down onto the end of the book, okay? That is going to be, every man that's on. Can you read that part again? Yeah, they try all of them on the earth.
Yeah. Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right, that dwell upon the earth. Because, as a matter of fact, we brought that out in the lesson a couple days ago. And it's like, unless your ass is in the, unless you live in the heavens, you in a spaceship or some shit, you're gonna be tried with this mark, man. All right, you're gonna be put into a position to where you're gonna have to choose Yahweh Shema Shai or Satan. All right, because that's ultimately what it is. That mark, when you go into it, which will actually, what you got something else? It's more on that.
Yeah.
All right, finish it out, because we'll actually, we're gonna go into it.
Revelations 3 and 11. Behold, I come quickly. Right. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Right, no man take thy crown. All right, so we have to make sure that we endure that hour of temptation, man. All right, because it's gonna make a play on the on the flesh. All right, what does it say? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So we're gonna be tried. You know what I'm saying, to the point to where we're gonna be tried, man. You're gonna be put into a predicament to where you have to choose. All right, comfortability or salvation. Okay, go ahead.
You wanted to get the word from Mark?
Yeah.
So first is G5480 Caragma.
Right.
It says a stamp printed mark. Carved, the thing carved. Mm-hmm. It's a mark that resembles the followers of the Antichrist, which we know there's many of those.
Right.
But essentially, the top Antichrist is Esau Edom. Mm-hmm. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4 opposes the Most High. Yeah. So that's already hinting at it. The C hip. But then the root word is G5482 Karax, which says a pale or stake palisade.
Right, pale or stake, which is stake, something, insert into the ground, you know what I'm saying? It's like a little spike or some shit like that, if you will. All right, which brothers that went into it, that's essentially going to be the so-called white man, Esau Edom, putting his brand upon you, So you're going to be, you're essentially his cattle. All right, when you have cattle, when you have, farm animals and such, all right, you put a brand on them, so that way, if they are to, say they get out, what I'm saying, and they go a couple houses down, well, it has, that has TJ. Okay, so I know that's, there's TJ's, what I'm saying, cow. That's TJ's sheep, so on and so forth. So it's just showing that he has ownership over you. All right, and that's that physical mark, man, that he's gonna put or implement, across the whole earth, man. That's going to be his way of being like the Most High. All right, that thing is going to be able to monitor everything. You know what I'm saying? Heart rates and when you're having sex, all types of shit, man. All types of weird shit. Because Scripture speak about that, he exalts himself as the Most High. You know, he's trying to get like the Most High, you know, but on a carnal aspect. You know, you have more on it?
Yeah, I got
yeah, go ahead.
Revelations 13, 15, 17.
Yeah.
It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Mm-hmm. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Right, which we constantly bring these out, you know, bring these scriptures out, but this is what we have to do. We're commanded to do this, all right, because this prophecy right here, once this comes to pass, and we know that Yahushua can return at any minute, and this is the end all be all, man, because you can't repent from taking this mark, you know. Yeah, Revelation 14 chapter. You know, if you take this mark, you're done for, man. That's it for you. that's your story. Close the book. Well, this nigga's chapter done. Okay. And it says, you won't be able to buy or sell unless you have that mark. That's how we know that it's going to be something that they imprint upon the people, man. It's not an embargo. It's not a white woman. It's not Christianity. Okay. And all these other things that people are saying. Sin. Because that's the case. If it was sin, we're through. Because what's sin? Transgression of the law. So everybody's sin. So guess what? Everybody got the mark. Now we're finished. Niggas saying this in your cell phone. So now if you got a phone, then you through. You know, you gotta actually wake up to understand what the hell's going on. But go ahead.
Revelations 14 and 9.
Yep.
Says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, which the image is the system.
Right.
The ancient, basically, well, yeah, the system that the EU and NATO, the beast, is set up, which goes back to the ancient Roman type system that they had.
Yep.
It says, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which ultimately the wrath of the Most High is going towards Esau, Edom, and Babylon. But it says that you're going to drink of that wine also. You're going to be destroyed in thermonuclear missiles.
Yeah, that shows you Jake ain't exempt. First off, it's called Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So Jake's not going to be exempt. We're not going to be exempt.
They're the main one that's going to get first.
Right. So yeah, because you see how they did with the jab. They pushed it on you niggas first, man. So if as the scriptures say, don't hand join the hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. So if you want to join hands with this nigga and ultimately bow down to his image, okay, and receive his mark, you're gonna drink of that wrath or that that cup, poured out mixture. Go ahead.
Which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
All right, so you're gonna take part of that destruction, man. All right, what's that? Malachi 4:1. Is that Zephaniah?
Zechariah 14.
Or Zechariah 14. Yep. You know, it's what is it? 14 and 12. Yeah.
And then the headlines for Zechariah 14 says, God will battle Jerusalem's foes.
All right. And that's why, it says, which is, it's both, we're talking about when we get beamed up, come out of my people, that you be not partakers of them plagues. You know what I'm saying? When we get beamed up, but also, too, spiritually, mentally, we got to come out of Babylon, man. All right? So we don't partake in this shit that's about to get ready to happen. Go ahead.
And also, we got to listen to what she said. My people.
Right.
The Israelites.
Right.
Those of the elect, which are from the nation of Israel. But it says, Zechariah 14 and 12, And this shall be the plague, but with Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Not all Israel's Israel. It's in Romans 9.
Yep.
A lot of you follow after Esau, John 8:44.
Yeah.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. The embargo ain't doing that. Which they break that down for Mark of the Beast.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I said that. I was just bugged out. I was thinking about something different. Ignore that. But I mean, being part of an embargo isn't going to cause this to happen to you. I think that was the point I was trying to make.
Yeah.
An embargo has to deal with, if I'm not mistaken, ships cutting off transport. How is that going to make me get destroyed by a missile?
How can you buy and sell with it?
Yeah.
The fuck they got to do, you know what I'm saying? That, the white woman, you should pull a white bitch out your back pocket. You know. Go ahead.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. No, that's what I meant to say. I got that mixed up when I was thinking about the mark. Talking about an embargo. But for people that don't believe missiles are real, or people that think that it's talking about actual arrows.
Oh, yeah.
How can an actual arrow do that?
Mm-hmm.
It's not possible.
Yep.
It says, while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to melt it.
Yeah, like the, who was that, Sarah Connor?
Yeah, Sarah Connor.
You know, was it Terminator 2?
Yeah, Judgment Day.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So that was based off of a dream. A dream that, in the movie, but the director actually had a dream about nuclear destruction.
Oh, then shit.
If I'm not mistaken.
That's the Joel, the second chapter?
Yeah, I believe so.
You know what I'm saying?
Upon all flesh.
Yeah, because you don't got to be an Israelite to receive, visions of what's to come to pass. The Most High puts visions. He can put a vision in anybody. You know what I'm saying?
He did with Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah.
The statue, that was his dream.
And he had Daniel break it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't in the spirit, so he can't tap into it. You know what I'm saying? But he had a dream about it.
Pharaoh, with Joseph.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Joseph had broke it down to him.
Yep. Yeah, man. So these people are seeing these things, and like you say, he's seen that, made a movie out of it. Hey, but this is going to be coming to a movie theater near you, man. All right, this is the Most High's movie, and everybody is a part of it. Everybody. Essentially, a lot of you. The bottom line is, a lot of you niggas are just movie extras. It's Jacob versus Esau, and then you got just the extra nations, and then you regular ass niggas, man. All right, but this is getting ready to come to Babylon the Great, that destruction, and a for sure way to take part of that destruction is you taking that mark. That's a for sure way to guarantee you a ticket to death. All right, because you gonna have some people that don't take it, but they still gonna die, and they're not worshiping Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yeah, so they're still worshiping the image.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like,
didn't just say take it. It said worship the image or you take it.
Right, because it's like, you got an Edomite, he don't take the mark, because you got radical ass Edomites, but just because this nigga don't take the mark don't mean he got a chance on the chariot. Hell no, that nigga gotta go still. Okay, so that's what's gonna happen to a lot of you people, man. But ultimately, this is the end all be all. If you're wicked, if you're an Israelite, you so-called Black, Native American, and Latinos, if you don't repent and come back to Yahweh Shem Shai, you're gonna be destroyed through this process. If any of the other plagues don't catch you, this is what's gonna get you. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, essentially, got a closure here.
All right, come.
Sirach 4:28. Sorry, for a second.
Okay, Kanye, we're gonna wrap it up. You got something?
Yeah. Shall fight for the Psalms, was it 91 secrets?
Yeah.
Lord from these plagues. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge, that's part of that. Knowing what that is and knowing to not take it, that's part of that. That's part of what's going to keep you stable.
Which is why these other camps are going to be utterly trodden down, because they're not warning the people. So you going off. You're not being a true watchman. You ain't blowing the trumpet. Ezekiel 3rd chapter, the 33rd chapter, I believe too. Go ahead.
Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, the strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh by Shemel Shai is his treasure.
Right. And that's it, man. So the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh by Shemel Shai, the understanding of these scriptures is what's going to keep us in that day of tribulation, man. This is what's going to keep us stable, man. As long as we continue to meditate on these scriptures, these precepts, all right, hey, we're going to be taken care of. He said, take no thought for tomorrow. So we're going to, what did he say? My servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be good, man. So just continue to trust in Yahweh B'Shem Shai, all right, and don't take that mark. So we're going to close out. Lord's word is edifying, giving all praise and the glory to Yahweh B'Shem, Yahweh Shai, B'Shem Kakadash, and double honors once again to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who well and taught us this truth. Peace, much love, and salutations to those who left. Shalom.